Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Friday, January the 17th. The year's 2025. Let's talk trading. It's time for the weekly wrap-up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And it's Friday, but I want to remind you that you should always have your risk management in place and never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade. So let's see here. Taking a look at the monthly chart, we are 378 off the high for the pound and 99 off the low. And we're below the monthly open by 312 pips. For the week, we have filled all the weekly open gaps. I think we did that on Monday, if I remember correctly. You can see here we are right around the weekly open, just one pip or so above it at the moment. We're 107 off the high, 100 off the low. So we're definitely flirting with that 122 00 number, psychological number there. You can see here we've got the wait a minute, did I miss a chart? No, I didn't. Sorry about that. Okay, so we've got the opening range here for the week. You can see we dove back into it. We crossed below the weekly open. And now we're right back around that weekly open. And so you can see there was trading a weekly open short a couple of days and long a couple of days. A couple of days would have been profitable. So weekly open trade for sure. Monthly. By the way, fellow traders, I fixed that. It was one little problem there in the indicator. A couple lines I had to modify, but I've got that squared away, so I'll have to send that out to the people who donated way back in 2014. And that's something I do. If I find something wrong in an indicator, even if it's 10 years old, I will send the code back out to the people who donated, because they still might be using that code. And you can see the year and the month are the same right here. And we have expanded the range this week. Yesterday was an inside bar, taking the break to the downside. Would have given you about 14 pips of profit if you maxed it out. Now, a few inside bar trades on the daily, so hopefully some people took advantage of those. The range on the pound today, only 84 pips. You can see we've got a bunch of pairs over 100 pips in range with the euro yen, one of my old time favorites. Haven't traded that in years. Might have to take a look at that again just for the heck of it. But it's leading the pack with 131. Let's take a gander at the chart here. You can see it moved up. Weekly, see it's off of a high way up there. Monthly, I haven't played with that in a long time. The buy zone on the last hour price spiked up, hit the psychological 25. Anybody shorting there was rewarded. And just speaking of that weekly open, you can see we just crossed it again. Something about those horizontal lines that do not move. Oh, looks like my modem's acting up here. What the heck's going on? I guess we're back live. Or are we? The video chat. Yeah, it looks like you got the signal again. That's one of the things living out in the country. Sometimes their signal's not very stable. Rats. I actually took a long on the pound when it was in the rat zone, and then I kicked myself because I saw it cross above the H4 open, and I didn't take that trade because I was in a battle with the dollar yen at the time. But you can see here, Walmart likes to see how price is ranging, and you can see here it pretty much was sticking to this range. Bambino Flex called for longs near the pivot long. That didn't work well. You can see here near S1 long definitely worked. And you can see we crisscrossed yesterday's low. Took out the daily pivot. We didn't take out the weekly pivot. So we're going to have a missed pivot this week. And we haven't taken out the monthly pivot. So we'll just have to see what happens. You can see we've just pretty much been in yesterday's wick zone. Hey, Walmart, I'm making a video.
Sorry?
I said I'm making a video. Say hi to the boys and girls and non-binary traders.
Hello, folks. Hope you all had a profitable week this week.
So once again, we've been crisscrossing this weekly open here. Okay, on the range, 207 pips range on the weekly. Last week we had 384. We broke out at a weekly low by 93 pips. Didn't come close to the weekly high, so you can see here, lower low, lower high this week. We've got high minus close 111 at the moment, close minus low 96. It looks like we're right back at that weekly open. High minus the open 109, open minus the low 98. And on the simple chart, Lomo, you in front of your charts?
No, I'm actually in the car right now.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. And you can see here we've came back across the double low down to 95, so that would have been worth 5 pips. It actually hit 90, so if you hung out, you could have picked up possibly 10. We had a lower high trigger that was good for about 3 pips. We got a 3 ball here on the M1 chart from 5 bars ago now. And out here, price turn wick zone. You can see we definitely turned here a couple times at the bottom. Didn't, at least on the M30. You can see what happened here on the M1 and on M5. That was a nice one right there. And range for the month, 476 pips. And the ATR percent is at 123. So starting off with a lot of range here. And unfortunately, for those who bought and hold at the beginning of the year, you're down by 2.53%. Walmart, you got any words of wisdom for the traders today?
Not really. I was just calling to check in on you.
Oh.
Yeah, you did
Pretty well. I think I texted you my results. I was in a yen trade. I did something stupid. I don't mind letting everybody know. I had, and this is what's so funny about it. Let's see. Let me pull up a yen chart here. I had gone short at right here. I think it was at 77.4, if I remember correctly. Somewhere around here. And then price took off. But then I got a signal and I jumped in the trade, and I had an opportunity to get out with, a couple of points profit, and I didn't. Then it gave me a second opportunity, and I didn't. And then, of course, it took off against me. And then I had to fight my way out of it. And then what's really funny, though, is had I done nothing on this one bar, price came back and it hit a low of 77.8. So it, had I been in that trade, I would, come on, one more pip, just one more pip. No, it then runs away. That just happens so many times. That's why I nicknamed myself Mr. Inflection Point.
Sometimes it's just better to go and take what it gives you, and but the thing is, you got to smile and say that's okay. That wasn't my trade. When it does take off, you could have picked up 20 or 30 pips. You just got to go and say, hey, that's not the way I trade.
Right.
So it just depends on. You got to figure out your method and stick to it.
Exactly. So I went and I did a couple of more shorts. Some were smarter than others, but I came out of it ahead of the game. So, but I just thought it was funny how price got within one pip of that original entry. But nope, we're not going to give you any opportunity to take profit there. It's just funny how that works out.
Yeah. Well, I know. I don't know the UJ all that well, but I do know the GU really well, and I know it does that to me all the time. That's what I'm saying. Just what I'm going to take. That's all I can do.
Yeah. Oh, and you know your H4 open trade?
Yes, sir.
I'm kicking myself because that 6 o'clock my time candle, price had dropped below the daily low. It was down in the rat zone, and it came back, and I took a rat trade, and I think I got it for about 10 pips. And then what I did was I'm sitting there thinking, and that was my problem. I shouldn't have been thinking. It dropped below that H4 open, and then it came back, and I think it was an M30 candle, and all I had to do was put on a trade, and it would have been worth 20 some pips. I mean, that H4 opened at 82, and it hit a high of let's see, it opened at 21.82, hit a high at 22.27. So that's 18 plus 27. I mean, could have made, look, ma, no hands, could have made 20 pips off of that trade or better.
Yeah. But, again, it's one of those things where you got to figure out what your style is and just stick to it.
Yeah.
Make your pips whichever way you can.
Exactly.
But, I mean, for me personally, I just like doing my smash and grabs. And if I get lucky one time, I get lucky one time, but I'm not looking to get lucky.
Right.
Just, I'll pick up somewhere between 3 and 5 pips, and walk out the door with a little bit of money and just do that over and over during the day. And by the end of the day, hopefully have a bag full of them.
Right, right. And you know what, fellow traders? The fastest 15 minutes of trading is just about over. So I hope you had a good week. We've got 2 more full weeks of trading this month. And I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.